Now we are going to be looking at HTML colors. So we have HTML colors are specified with predefined color names or with RGB, X, HSL, RGBA or HSLA values. So what this means is that the value that we actually give our color may be in form of their color names such as tomato, we have orange, we have Dodger blue, and we have a lot of color with their color name, or we give the RGB value, that is a mixture of red, green and blue. Then we also have the hexadecimal value, and we have the HSL together with the RGBA. This RGBA is from this RGB but together with highlighting, that is the opacity of the particular color, and the HSLA value. So now we have some example of colors. You can see the colors look so very beautiful, and if you should look at this, we have h1 element all true, then the value that we have, that is the content, is just the color name that we have here. So to set this color, we just remember our style attribute, then we have the value to be key value pair here, which the property is set to background color, then the value actually that this is going to be holding is the color name, which is tomato in this case. Then here we have orange, dark blue, medium sea green, gray, slate blue, violet and light gray. So that is the results that we have here when different h1 elements have different background color. So we can now look at some other where we have background color. As you can see, it makes this simple web page here look so beautiful by giving different background color and also color attributes. As you can see here, we have the background color set to blue, and this we have the background color set to tomato. So that is a simple way of showing background color. And we have also looked at text color also when we are looking at style attribute in our previous video. Here we have h3 to hold the color of tomatoes. The difference between background color and color is that if you are setting background color, it will be the background of this text but not the color actually. But to set the color, we have color only, but to set the background we should have something like this: background dash color. Then this will set the background color as you see here, but that is not the case. That's not what we want to do achieve here, so we just change it back to color, and that has taken effect here. So we have setting the this first paragraph random text here to dark blue, that is changing the color to dark blue. Then we have this that changes the color to medium sea green. That is the effect that we have here. So going into our material here, we also have the border property color, that is setting the border color of our style attributes. Here we have different border color. Border is that line that surround the elements, and here we have block elements, which means they take up the whole line, and the border color is just that everything that surrounds the element that we are trying to actually work with. As you can see here, we have hello world, hello world, hello world, 3h1s, which these are their value. Hello world, the same thing, but here the border, we set it to 2 pixels for all, then solid, which is the border style, and here we have the color to be different. Here we have tomato, we have dark blue, and here we have violet, which is the difference between what we have here. As you can see, that is what we have here. Is just this color that is different. Like I said, we have several properties that we can set for our style attribute, and here we have seen an example, which one of them is the border. We have seen several examples such as background color, we have seen color, we have seen font family, font size. Here we are looking at border now. Border has several value that we can append to that. When we are working with css, we will be very familiar with that because that's a separate topic on its own. So here we have the size, that is the border size, set to 2 pixels. Then we have the style, that is the border style, set to solid. Then here we have the border color set to dark blue. That is the effect of what we have here. So moving to the next one, we have the color value, which can be in different values such as x, that is the hexadecimal value. Then we have the HSL, then we have the RGBA, and we have the LA value. So as you can see here, we have the RGB, which is the mixture of red, green, and blue, which we have red, full red, a little of this, and a little of this. So this will give its particular color. Then we have that same color written in hexadecimal value here, that is the X value, and we have the HSL that is given here. So the following two div elements have their background color set to RGB. As you can see, this is an example of what we have. Yeah, so RGBA is just like RGB, that's red, the first value red, green, and this is blue. Then this one, the A, is the percentage, that is the opacity at which we are trying to set this RGB to be. So if the RGB is red, then the opacity will be 50%, as this is actually displaying. That is why it is very light compared to the ones that we have up here. That's the difference between that. Then HSLA, we also have the A that stands for highlighting, that is the opacity written in percentage form, that is 0.5. So yeah, we have an example that display that actually. So looking at this, we have that same tomato color. This same tomato color is the same color that we have here, but this is the RGB value, then this is the hexadecimal value, and this is the HSL value. That same color but together with highlighting, that's transparency, that's the A that is added to the RGB and the A that is added to HSL. So we said that to be 50%, which is 0.5, as you can see here. So this is the simple code. When we have background color, then the value is now what is different because it is written in different value, but they actually mean the same thing. Yeah. So to learn more about colors, you can just visit any materials that you can find online, and learn more about different values that you can actually set your color to be, because I won't actually be exposing you to everything. You can just work with them by making research on your best color combination or the color you actually want to use, and look at the type of value that you'd like to set to it, whether you're going to be using the RGB or the RGBA, depending on whether you want to set the opacity. Okay, thank you. See you in the next video.